What's going on, guys? It is Gray, aka the Kagure, and today we're a little late. We're a little late on this one, but sometimes life is unfair. We're talking about My Hero 329, Star and Stripe. Was revealed last chapter. This chapter, we're gonna go more into, well, what happens next. It was a pretty good chapter. Next chapter, the one that came out today that I'm going to talk about tomorrow is a little bit more exciting, quote unquote. But this one is definitely, we get a little bit of context for what's been happening on like the villain side, which is what I've been asking for. So can't complain there. Oops, I'm not okay. Here we go. All for One talked to Spinner. Spinner is going to be their new face because he's I believe they called it a heteromorph. Ooh, yeah. A hetero, and as a heteromorph, because there's like a big discrimination. We've seen that. Not only have we seen it, which the anime can, unfortunately for the anime, cut out because now this is going to make this hit a lot less hard. With the cult that was trying to kill them, and then we also saw it even recently when the big fox lady that also doesn't have a name yet, by the way. Deku saved her, and she was like, "Oh, they kicked me out because I look like scary. I look different." So they're pretty intelligently being like, "Hey, we're like, join us if you want to, I don't know, stand up for equal rights." I do feel like it's kind of weird considering it's like All for One is purely just evil, but I guess maybe to like if people don't know the deets about what's really happening, they're just like, "Oh, I'm a heteromorph and I've been discriminated against. I'll join," or what have you. So that was kind of cool. Very clearly, Spinner like doesn't really care for All for One much, and we do get a little bit about Shiggy, so it is kind of nice to see Spinner be like, I guess. And he has like a poster. I don't know if we see it. Oh, we'll talk about that whole thing. Yeah, a poster of like Spinner, our voice, stuff like that. Yeah, they use Skeptic, who's losing his mind but still going strong. They do not know where Toga is still. Dobby's somewhere. He's completely ditched the black hair dye, so I guess I should just start calling him Toya. Toya is like stumbling around. We see Spinner and Stain kind of like side by side to like what he became. Hopefully we get a little bit more. Their Endeavor's flying somewhere in the ocean, or he's flying somewhere. All we know is that Endeavor's flying somewhere. We don't know where he is right now. Hawks and Bastionis are talking about what they're going to strategize with Star and Stripe. Is it Stripes? Star and Stripes? And then we get Shigaraki, who is once again had a glow up. He has much longer hair now. And he's wearing seemingly a suit. You know who wears suits? All for One, which is bad. Okay. So. I also get some nice Jesus symbolism, which is always fun for villains, you know. I'm a big fan. So let's talk about some stuff. So number one, Spinner being the face, I think makes sense. I do think it's a little weird that it's not like they're trying to paint it like it's like it's versus them, but really it's like in this scenario, All for One is purely just bad and he's just killing people, and it's because of him that society in Japan at the current moment is so bad. So I feel like if anyone really knows anything, they'd be like, "No, you're bad," but I get it. It is a real thing that the discrimination is very real and they have to like deal with it. But it's interesting they're using like I don't know where that's gonna go. I really don't know where that's gonna go, if anywhere. It is a thing that definitely has not been something that's been like, it hasn't been front and center, but it definitely isn't like came out of nowhere. It's been discussed and shown throughout the whole manga, so it definitely better than certain other shows that have discrimination. Ruby. But it has been shown in very real ways, so I do hope that we get some development on that front, especially with Spinner. I love Spinner. I'm really interested to see how he feels about all Shigaraki stuff. And that's a good segue to talk about the Shigaraki stuff. This is the first time I've seen Shigaraki in a long time. As far as we know, he's supposed to still be healing right now. So is he full power? Is he just showing up? His new design very clearly invokes that All for One does control him sometimes because he's wearing like a suit. Like Shigaraki typically doesn't do that. We haven't seen the whole thing, but Shigaraki doesn't do that. And he still looks very not fully recovered, as we can see by his eye in this bottom right panel here. So interesting to see how this fight is gonna go. And Shigaraki even says, "What exactly am I?" So I don't know if he's being like dramatic or if he's truly is like, I'm I'm an amalgamation at this point. I think next chapter we get a little bit of insight on that. I haven't read it yet. I purposely haven't read it. I did see the leaks, but I've not read it, so I don't know exactly what's going to happen. And then we get a little bit of Star and Stripe stuff. All for One talked about it is like, steal her quirk, the rest of the world will be a formality. If the leaks are true, this is accurate. This is a very accurate statement. Because Star and Stripe, as I said, if the leaks are true, has like the best quirk of the series. It's not even close. But, her character is still, I talked to my friends, they don't see a problem with this, so clearly this is just a me thing I need to get over. I still feel like she came out of nowhere. She literally came from a different country, so she did come out of nowhere, and that's like the point. But I just feel like, especially if with her quirk being what I think it is, I just feel like she would have been mentioned at some point before. But either way, she does have a cool design. She clearly is inspired by All Might a little bit. I love that just chokes, makes you choke on America. Love that. Yeah, so whatever happens, happens. I do think they're in a tough spot right now where Star and Stripe, we don't want her to lose because Hori's introduced a lot of characters just to lose. I do think people using Mirko as an argument for that is not a good one because Mirko did a lot before she lost. I wouldn't even say she lost. I would say she won, in fact, and then got taken away because she was injured. But people be what people want to be, I suppose. And not Nagant, I believe. I mean, yeah, she showed up to lose, but I have a feeling she'll be more to the story. I don't think she'll just, never speak again. She had a purpose. I do hope that we get more. She kind of gave a little bit more gray and kind of showed a little bit more to like why Deku's so good because he understands the hero society has to reform. She had a purpose. I do not want Star and Stripe to show up just to get her quirk stolen for Shigaraki to be even more powerful than he already is. That's lame. Shigaraki losing. I don't really want Shigaraki to lose, but like he should not be fully recovered, so that would make sense to me. It wouldn't particularly bother me anyway if he lost here. He's not a full power. And if her quirk is what I think it is, it's kind of ridiculous, insane OP. We're going to talk about that later. Next video, we'll definitely see. I need to read the real translations and see exactly what's said, because if it is what I think it is, I'm not... Either way. Decent chapter. I'm excited for what's next. I still feel like we're moving quick, and I don't like it. I'll be honest. But I think now that I have the doomsday clock in my head, that people talk about how close we are to the end, I think it really is messing with me. Because now every time I'm like, oh my god, we're going so quick. I have no idea. No one knows, except for Hori and his editors, that how much longer My Hero is going to go on for. But they keep saying the final act. That terrifies me because I don't even know if 100 chapters would be enough for me. There's so much stuff still open. But we also have, we know we're going to get Shoji stuff at some point. Like, there's just so much. And I'm just like, I'm freaking out about it. Like, on the inside. But in reality, I think it's just because everyone keeps talking about how this is about to end. And, like, in reality, we have no idea when about to end means. Final act, we don't know. I'm sure at some point we will know. But hopefully not. It's not like Bleach and Naruto where it's like 7 chapters or 20 chapters left. Because that would be really awful. Either way, that's going to do it for me. Check out tomorrow. I should come back with a video tomorrow. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. And yeah. Ruby should be starting up soon. Definitely want to talk about that, of course, as always. Like, comment, subscribe if you want more basically, well, I guess there's weeb talk. Also, I see the green screen is affecting my hat in a strange way. Either way. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Catch all of you next time.